Xin chào các bạn, hôm nay mình sẽ chia sẻ chọn bộ N400 thông tin cá nhân để cho các bạn thi quốc tịch Mỹ. Video này cho thực hành, tức là bạn sẽ nghe câu hỏi và tự trả lời, sẽ có một khoảng thời gian để bạn trả lời. Sau đó sẽ có phần đáp án gợi ý cho bạn. Bạn chỉ cần thay chữ màu vàng hoặc các lưu ý sao với trường hợp của bạn. Bằng cách luyện tập này, bạn sẽ tự tin khi phỏng vấn thật. Tức là khi phỏng vấn thật, bạn nghe câu hỏi của officer thì ngay lập tức bạn sẽ trả lời được. Còn trong trường hợp xem video này mà bạn chưa thể luyện tập được như vậy, thì bạn hãy xem video giảng chậm bằng tiếng Việt và giọng Mỹ. Sau khi xem xong video này thì bạn sẽ học thêm một video thứ hai, đó là toàn bằng giọng Mỹ. Link của hai video này mình sẽ để ở phần bình luận của video này. Sau khi luyện tập hai video này thì bạn có thể quay lại video này để thực hành.
How are you eligible for naturalization? I am over 18 years old and I have been a lawful permanent resident for over 5 years. Why are you eligible to be a U.S. citizen? I am married to a U.S. citizen and I've had a green card for over 3 years. Or, I have had my green card for over 5 years. How did you become a permanent resident? My husband sponsored me. How long have you been a permanent resident? I have been a permanent resident for 5 years. When did you become a lawful permanent resident? I became a lawful permanent resident on May 21st, 2009. What is your date of residency? March 21st, 2012. How long have you resided in the U.S.? Around 6 years. Do you have a plan to reside in the U.S.? Yes, I do. Yes, officer. What date did you become a lawful permanent resident? March 21st, 2012. How did you get your green card? I got my green card through my marriage. Did you get your green card through your marriage? No, I didn't. My parents sponsored me. Who was the sponsor for your green card? My parents. When did you get your green card? I got my green card on March 21st, 2012. Please tell me the day you became a lawful permanent resident. I became a lawful permanent resident on March 21st, 2012. How many years have you had your green card? I got my green card 6 years ago. What's your current legal name? My current legal name is Thi Tran. What's your full name? Please state your full legal name. My full name is Thi Tran. What is your first name? My first name is Ha. Your first name is Ha, is that right? Yes, it is. What's your last name, family name? My last name, family name, is Tran. Is Tran your last name, family name? Yes, it is. Can you spell your last name? It is Tran. Is that the same name as on your green card? Yes, it is. What is the name that appears on your green card? It is Ha Thi Nguyen. What is your name exactly as it appears on your permanent resident card? It is Ha Thi Nguyen. Is it exactly as the name on your permanent resident card? Yes, it is. Have you had another name? Do you use any other name? What other names have you had? No, I don't have other names. Has your name legally changed since you received your permanent resident card? No, officer. Have you used any other names since birth? No, I haven't. Have you used any other names after you became a permanent resident? No, I haven't. 1. Would you like to legally change your name? 2. Do you want to change your name? One. Yes, I would. 2. Yes, I do. What name do you want to use when you become a citizen? Cindy Tran. What is the number on your green card? Nine seven eight 325 214. What is your social security number? Please tell me your social security number. Nine seven six 324211. Please show me your social security number, your ID, or your green card. Here they are. What's your date of birth? Tell me your date of birth. When were you born? January 24th, 1984. What's your gender? Please tell me what your gender is. I am a male. I am a female. What is your country of birth? What is your country of origin? Where were you born? In which country were you born? Vietnam. What is your country of nationality? Vietnamese. Do you have a physical or developmental disability that prevents you from demonstrating your knowledge and understanding of English or civics? No, I don't. Do you have any individual disabilities that require accommodation? No, I don't. Are you requesting accommodation because of your disabilities? No, officer. What is your phone number? Seven four five 546-123. Do you have a different phone number at work? No, officer. Do you have an email address? Yes, I do. What is your email address? My email is hatran86@gmail.com. Do you have a different mailing address? No, officer. Where do you live? What is your home address? What is your current address? What is your mailing address? My address is 630 Driftwood Drive, Santa Ana, California, 92704. Did you move after applying for naturalization? Has your address changed since you sent in your application? No, officer. When did you leave that address? December 15th, 2020. Who do you live with? I live with my husband and my children. Have you lived anywhere else during the last 5 years? Where have you resided during the last 5 years? I've lived at the current address since I came to the U.S. How long have you lived at your current address? About 5 years. What is your previous address? What was your advance address? What city do you live in? What is your state? What's your zip code? City, Santa Ana. State, California. Zip code, 92704. Were your parents married before your 18th birthday? Yes, officer. Is your mother or father a U.S. citizen? Is either of your parents a U.S. citizen? No, officer. How tall are you? What is your height? I'm 5'6". How much do you weigh? What is your weight? I'm 115 pounds. Are you Hispanic or Latino? No, officer. I'm Asian. What is your race? What race are you? I'm Asian. What's your hair color? What color is your hair? Black. What's your eye color? What color are your eyes? Black. Are you currently working? Are you currently employed? Yes, officer. What is your occupation? I am a nurse. How do you support yourself? My husband supports me. Do you receive any public benefits? No, I don't. My husband supports me. Can you tell me where you work? Where do you currently work? Please tell me your employer's address. I work at ABC Nail Salon on Linden Avenue. How long have you been working there? How long have you worked there? About 5 years. What is your current employer's name? Pearl Nguyen. Where have you worked for the last 5 years? For the last 5 years, where have you been employed? I've worked at the same place. Who is your current employer? Who do you work for? Miss Thi, the owner of Pearl Salon. Have you traveled abroad during the past 5 years? Have you traveled outside the United States in the last 5 years? Yes, I have. Have you ever left the United States since you became a permanent resident? No, I haven't. Have you ever left the United States since you got your green card? Yes, I have. How many total days did you spend outside the U.S. during the last 5 years? How many days were you outside of the U.S.? "90 days. How many times have you left the United States since you got your green card? "3 times. How many trips have you taken outside the United States? 2 trips. How long did you stay on each trip? About 2 months. Where did you go? Which country did you visit? Vietnam. Why did you go there? What was the purpose of this trip? What were your reasons for leaving the U.S.? I visited my parents. Were any of your trips for 6 months or more? Did any of your trips last 6 months or longer? No, officer. Why was your trip longer than 6 months? Because my flight was canceled many times due to COVID-19. When was your last trip outside the United States? Two years ago. Do you remember the dates you returned to the United States? Yes, I do. I came back on August 6th, 2019. Have you been married? Are you currently married? Yes, officer. What's your current marital status? I am married. Are you currently single, married, divorced, or widowed? I am single. How many times have you been married? Only one time. Have you previously been married? Were you married before? No, I got married only once. Do you have any prior wife or husband? No, officer. When did you get married? October 15th, 2011. Where did you get married? I got married in America. What country is your husband or wife from? What country is your spouse from? He is from Vietnam. What is your spouse's name? Can I have the first name of your wife or husband? His name is Nam. When is your spouse's birthday? What is the date of birth of your husband or wife? September 29th, 1989. Where does your spouse live? What is your spouse's home address? One two 830 Silicon Drive, San Antonio, Texas 78249. Do you live together? Does your husband or wife live with you? Yes, we live together. What is your spouse's immigration status? He is a lawful permanent resident. Is your spouse a U.S. citizen? No, he is a lawful permanent resident. When did your spouse become a U.S. citizen? "6 years ago," or November 18th, 2013. What is your spouse's current job? He is a children's doctor. Where does your spouse currently work? He works at Children's Hospital of Orange County in California. How long has your spouse been working there? "10 years." Do you have any kids? Do you have children? Yes, officer. How many children do you have? I have 2 children, a boy and a girl. Do you have any stepchildren or adopted children? No, I don't. Are your children biological to you? Yes, officer. What are their names? My son's name is An Tran, and my daughter's name is Tina Tran. What are their birthdays? What are their dates of birth? When were they born? My son was born on June 10th, 2012. My daughter was born on November 15th, 2015. Where were your children born? My son was born in Vietnam. My daughter was born in America. Do they currently live with you? Yes, officer. Are your children U.S. citizens or permanent residents? My son is a permanent resident, and my daughter is a U.S. citizen. Do you have any children from previous marriages? No, I don't. Do you plan on having children? Yes, I do. Do you live together or plan on living together? Yes, I do. Do you spend a lot of time together? Yes, officer.
Cảm ơn bạn đã xem video. Nếu video này hữu ích với bạn thì bạn hãy nhấn like, để lại bình luận và chia sẻ cho nhiều người khác cùng học nhé.